Welcome to another edition of Real Transformers, where we're exploring the real estate sector in the spots. And over the last few weeks, I've been doing so from the eyes and work experiences of my friends at Tribitat. They've shown me how it all goes down, from planning to building and marketing real estate in the spots. But today, I'll be sitting with the Director of Operations of Tribitat, and we'll be talking everything Tribitat, from Ambience 1, where I'm standing right now, to Ambience Foreshore, Ambience Heights, Ambience 2, and Pro Residences. But not just that, we'll be talking also about everything else they're up to. They are the founders of the world-famous BRG, Billionaires Realtors Group. They are real estate brokerage firm. They are the founders of BRG Academy that will soon become a full-fledged real estate university, and of course Landvest. So we're talking about all the things they are doing, adding value to the real estate sector in this part, and of course disrupting the game. So if you're ready, let's go. Thank you, Mr. Adeleke, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's your show. We've been following your work, your achievements, your developments in the real estate sector in the last few months, and it's been an amazing journey for me personally, because I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about how it works, how not to do it, how to do it. You know, we've talked about so many things. And as the year runs out, I thought, you know what, let's sit down again and you know, check the books, you know, do our account balancing to say, how far have we gone? When we started this journey, you hadn't started some very interesting things like Ambience Foreshore, like Ambience 2, you know, and now you're doing all of these amazing things. But let's start from the first thing that we started with.
Thank you so much, Lani. This is Ambience 1, and one of the key unique stuff about this project is the structure, the design, the layout, and the infrastructure that we are giving clients. Then when we wanted to start this project, we sat down and said, okay, what do you want to give to clients? What did you want people to speak about this project when we are done with it, when we deliver this project? And here today we have 5 specifications of housing here, which is the fully detached. We have the 2-bedroom terrace, 3-bedroom terrace, 3-bedroom fully detached, and 4-bedroom fully detached with penthouse. And all of these units comes with BQ. And we have swimming pool, we have the gym house, and when you look at our layout, our space are being managed properly. The water system is going to be a centralized water system, whereby, you know, water will be centralized to every one of our.
So every house gets water. You don't have to worry about your water.
You don't have to worry about water. You know, once you open the tap,
water is running.
Water is running. And when you talk about the quality of the house in terms of the durability, you know, this is the best you can never get in this house, because of the materials that we use are not just made materials. These are imported materials and locally made material, like the block.
Yes, I remember the block.
The concrete block, you know. And one of our subscribers came one day like that. He saw us modeling the block, and he was like, "Are you guys sure you want to sell this building or you want to live there?"
Said, you know, I asked you the same question when I first started.
Yeah, I remember.
Are you sure you guys want to make money?
Yeah. And the response we gave to that client is, look, I don't have to necessarily live in this estate before I give my subscribers the value they deserve. So, and that is one of the challenges we face in the country, whereby, you know, everybody just want to go for the money instead of going for the value. So one of our own goal is to make sure that we give all our subscribers value. At least this structure can stand like this, can stand the test of time, can stand for nothing less than maybe 50 to 100 years above, and it's still standing very strong. And in this particular area, there's nothing like flood. We've never experienced such before, and this is a very good area. And if anything like that even happen, this is the best estate that you can point to, that okay, you can never experience such in this kind of in our own estate, because from the foundation level, we've taken the height of the major express That was what we transferred to this place we actually considered that during our foundation work. So as it is now, the house is standing very good. The height is perfect, no matter any rain. So come any day, anytime. The environment
flooding
is okay.
in the
There's no
estate.
flooding in the estate. You are going to enjoy the value for your money.
And I remember that you told me when we started that journey that what you are trying to build is not just houses. You wanted to build a legacy. All of your developments, you want them to be a legacy that will outlive you. And I think that's amazing because the quality of finishing, and that's something I really enjoy about what you guys do here at Tribitat. The quality of finishing is just really impressive.
You know, that is one of the key, one of the advantages when you are subscribing into off-plan projects like this. Though a lot of people they still don't believe in off-plan projects, probably because they've been born before they've experienced.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame people. I mean, they've seen
of course
things.
you can't. Yeah, they have their own reason. They have their own reason not to subscribing to off-plan project. But I can attest to the fact that this is the best form of investing, because if you are buying at off-plan project, you are buying at a very good price, affordable price, compared to when the house is already standing. When we started our fully detached, for example, we started with I think 50 to 55 million naira. Now, as we speak, 1 unit of fully detached is going for 85, 90 million naira now as we speak. Look at the magic.
Wow.
So, and again, when you are buying at off-plan, it means you are building along with the developer, with the company. So if there's anything you want to change, you can easily call the attention of the developer,
or if you prefer a specific specification.
Yes, a particular design or the direction of where you want us to position some certain things internally. So of course, all of that can be worked on.
I'm really impressed at the visionary approach that the trio of you bring to this business. You know, and I'm talking about how very widespread your business reach within the industry is, you know, from founding a real estate brokerage that is now so massive now, so massive, it's probably the biggest on the continent and one of the biggest maybe in the world, because I'm not sure of how many real estate brokerage have over 70,000 people, you know, on their sales force. You're now about 85,000. Wow. See, you know, and then you have all of these different ways whereby people can derive value, whether they are selling or they are buying or they are just simply investing, you know. And which brings me to what you are doing. First of all, let's talk about what you're doing in other. Let's talk about Tribitat and all the things Tribitat is up to, first of all, and then we'll talk about all these other visionary things that you're up to.
All right. This is Ambience 1, which happens to be our first major construction project.
Yeah.
And currently we are doing Ambience 2. Ambience 2 is just less than 4 or 5 minutes drive from this place, Shongotedo. And here we have 48 units of houses here. And on our phase 2, we will be coming up with 97 units of houses at Ambience 2, Shongotedo. There we have 2-bedroom terraces. There we have 3-bedroom terraces, 3-bedroom semi-detached, 4-bedroom fully detached paint house there as well. Then we have Ambience Height. Ambience Height is a maisonette, 2-bedroom maisonette and 3-bedroom maisonette at Off Freedom Way, Lekki Phase 1. So that is another project that we are currently running. Then we have Ambience Foreshore. Ambience Foreshore is adjacent the popular Novia Mall, Shongotedo ShopRite. Currently selling at Ember Promo.
So when we talked about Ambience Heights, I thought that was my favorite. But when you started talking, when I saw Ambience Foreshore, I thought, no, this has to be my favorite. You know, because one of the things I love most about Ambience Foreshore, and I think for many people who have value for luxury and, exclusive living. Apart from the fact that it's water view, it's overlooking the lagoon and all of that, which is really cool. Right in the middle of the estate, there's also like, a lake in the middle of the estate, and then you can park your boats right there at the inside your estate. I mean, it's so cool. Like, it's like driving your car. It's like coming out of your house, driving your car out. But this time around, you're going on your boat, and you're linking Marina, you're linking Epe, you're linking everywhere. So cool.
You see, and this is what I've come to realize, that people now appreciate waterfront property now. Like you mentioned that you thought Ambience Heights was your favorite. Not until when we came up with Ambience Fortune. Ambience Fortune is another unique product that we really want to give our subscriber, that look, you can get higher value at an affordable price. You don't have to go and break a bank before you get that luxury that you want. And one thing about Tribitat Real Estate again is we always open that door for all our subscribers to make which amount of profit from any of our products. You can either buy it for investment, development, inheritance. Whichever one of these three things I've mentioned that you are buying the property for, you have to go. It's a waterfront property that, we are going to be coming up with a lot of features. Like it's a property facing the lagoon, and we have lake, coming through inside the estate, whereby as a subscriber at Ambience Fortune, if, for example, you can easily just come out of your room, take a boat, you can network anywhere you want to go, like Ikorodu, Falomo, and the rest of Ikoyi and Lekki Axis. So it's another way of we trying to create a lifestyle for our subscriber and say, look, you can do this, you can achieve this on this project. A series of things that have been going through people's mind that, okay, is it that easy like that for me to just come out of my unit and just, enter my boat? I just,
It's really cool.
And then it's work. It's
really cool.
And this is what we are trying to do there. It's not going to be open to the non-residents to just anybody anyhow. It's going to be, we are going to have strict security system in place there, and the shoreline protection is going to be solid. If you have been there recently, you will attest to the solid of work that we are currently doing on that project.
But let me ask you a question. So in this part of the world, it's one thing to have a plan, it's another thing to follow through with a plan. Although, let me say, without preempting you, that I know that in Tribitat, I've seen you make plans, especially for Ambience One, where we are sitting right now, and, following through on that plan. But for Ambience for sure, it's such a grand plan. First of all, I'm asking this question because you are not particularly going to be doing the full development of that place, like you are doing for Ambience 1 or Ambience 2 or Ambience Heights. So people are just going to buy land and then build. How do you ensure that this grand plan that you have put in place, these models that you have put in place, which houses should be where, and so on and so forth, how do you ensure that you follow through, or everyone that is buying into this property follows through on that plan and for the long term?
Okay, in development, there's always layout. When you have your layout, you already know the direction of your development and what you want to do as per each space of the land. Now, in this particular project, Ambience Fortune, we're also going to be doing development. We are not just selling land to people. Because one of our concepts is, yes, we understand that if you are just selling land to people, yes, people buy land and they might not want to come in time to develop. You understand? For us to make the ambience habitable for people, for them to know that, okay, it's right time for you to come and develop your land. So we too need to do one or two things on the land, which is the basic infrastructure that we are giving them. As soon as you are buying your plot from us, we try as much as possible. Now, if you go to the land, we are currently doing reclamation on the land. continuously. Ongoing work is currently going on the land as I speak to you now. And this is what we want to continue doing. By the time we do all of that, when you pipeline, we allocate to you, you know your portion, we do the road network, everything is in time for you to come and be. Then the company is coming up with development on that land.
Right.
By the time we do all of that, of course, you know, when you see developments coming up, you want to build, because what we are putting on the land is also adding value to the land.
Yeah.
Just like when we came to this site, there was no road there, which we opened the road. The first thing we did was to open the road. The moment we opened the road, what have you done? You have given life to this location. So a lot of people started coming in, asking, who are these guys? What are they trying to come up with here?
Yeah.
And the moment we started clearing, we clear all the entire land, the whole world was seeing what we are doing then, and that calls for more attention.
Yeah.
And that is the level of development that we are. We are not just selling land to people without doing the basic or the infrastructures to people. We are giving life. Any location that you find us there, there's always the light of God there. I said it on the last interview that there's always the light of God in every project we lay our hands upon. And a typical example is ambience 1, ambience 2, ambience height, and now ambience for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about, I started by talking about the visionary, outlook that you guys have here. And I'm talking what you are doing with BRG, the real estate brokerage firm, where you now have other companies working together, building a huge community. I like the fact that, you guys do a lot of due diligence to ensure that people don't fall into this, sort of problems where they put money in real estate companies and boom, it's all gone. So there's BRG, there's BRG Academy, and I'm told that you guys are planning to have a university with that. Victims only.
Victims only. Listen, let me start from trust.
Yeah.
When you talk about client trust, yes, it's quite unfortunate that the environment at which we are, yes, there are many developers out there that might either have goodwill or other way around. But development has to do with, you need to have vision, and at the same time, you have a foresight. These two things are different. And you must be ready to do the work. Now, one of our core values is to give clients the premium value. It's not about the money. Yes, money will come later, but you need to give the value. If you don't give value, there's no way you will get the money in return. But what we are trying to build is legacy. We are not trying to build is legacy.
You're not hustling for money.
We're not hustling for money, no. Money will come naturally. We're not hustling for money. We want to give people because we could see the gap in the market.
Right.
That this is what a lot of people are not doing. This is what they are not getting right. And that is what we are giving to our clients. There is no client that today that has bought 1 or 2 properties from us that will not give in their property. Is there Ambience 1? Is there Ambience 2 recently that we're currently doing? Ambience Heights, peer residencies. These are what we try to come up with and say, okay, we need to fill in the gap, give people value for their money, which we are currently doing. And as it is, glory to God that it's really working for us. It's working for us. When you go for the money, you might get it wrong. And because the way our system works in Nigeria, if I'm talking to you and you are giving me your word, I still want to be assured that
you have to be double sure. It's a low threshold, it's a low trust threshold society. It's crazy.
And that is what we are trying to work against. That look, when we say this, we'll give you this. That is what we are currently doing. And again, because we started our background as marketers, So we understood what people need then. We understand what we can give to people now. We understand the value I can give to you. And that is what we have been doing. It's not all about it is not about what my neighbor is doing, it is about what I want to give to you, what I feel that, okay, you really need at that point in time. And that is what has been helping us at Billionaire Realtors Group. So we've built the platform now. We celebrated 7 to 8 years recently. And, as it is, we have over 85,000 realtors on our database, which happens to be the largest Africa brokerage firm.
The brokerage firm in Africa.
In Africa. So it's a great stuff for us too. It's something we always proud of, and we still want to get going in the business. And when you talk about the BRG Academy, is our academy whereby, it is not just about bringing out the product for people to sell. It is them having the required skills and knowledge to sell the product that you are giving to them. So now we need to equip ourselves more with the latest technology, latest marketing trends, latest the technical know-how of the business. So we bring in speakers, we bring in people that are in the business,
industry experts.
The industry experts to come and teach us. We sit and we bring ourselves together, and we even do practical class. And it might take practical class take like 1 or 2 days at times too. So these are the things that we are trying to put together to keep ourselves more on the, it's like you holding a gun. Once you keep firing, you need to load yourself. You need to load the ammunition back again so that you can continue shooting.
You guys are doing amazing work.
Thank you so much.
Amazing work, and that's why I say it's very visionary. And I suppose that is why a person of the standing of Reverend Matthew Ashimolowo would, give a thumbs up and high recommendation for Tribitat, for BRG, and for everything that you are doing, because it's just amazing.
Yeah, it was great to have Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo on the program. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And it's not just because Pastor Matthew is such a huge figure here in Nigeria and around the world. It's also because he's a solid player. It's not just a small player. He's a solid mega player in the
real estate.
Yeah, real estate. Quietly, I mean, not a lot of people know that, but he's a mega player in the real estate sector in Nigeria and around Europe. So when somebody like that says you're doing a good job, then you know you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. And I must also pay my condolence to you and the BRG family for the loss of one of your very top players and realtors.
It's quite unfortunate the whole situation does happen like that, and we really want to thank God for the life spent of Barrister Bolanle Rahim. And she was so nice to everybody. She was a quiet person. Even when she comes around, you hardly know that she's around. So when, madam, why are you hiding? Come around, talk. And she wants to talk. She doesn't make trouble. She has trained a lot of people on the BRG platform. She has a very formidable, very, very strong team in place, and we hope justice will be done accordingly.
We hope so.
So I will pray may gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
So it's so painful, and we pray that God will console the family and the BRG platform as a whole. So, and we will never experience such in our midst.
Amen to that. Amen to that. May her soul rest in peace. May God continue to keep her family, her husband and the children and everyone else. My condolences. My condolences. My condolences. Right. Thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
for sharing with us. Most of all, thank you for the opportunity to experience the real estate sector in real terms. Working with you, going through all of the processes with you, and learning a lot. And so many people watching us have learned a lot and have found confidence. So beyond what you do in BRG or at Tribitat or at the Academy or at Landvest or wherever else you do, people who watch you guys have found, lots of people have found confidence, in taking part in the industry, in moving forward, they've learned lots of stuff. And that's very big thank you to you, to Dr. Aspire Kolawale and Chief Coach of Lagos. The trio, you guys have done amazing. Well done. And I look forward to seeing more of the amaze balls that you come up with in 2023. I wish you a very successful 2023. I wish Tribitat and the entire group, BRG and everyone, are very successful. And I hope that we will continue to, show the world the amazing things that are possible in Nigeria and in Nigeria real estate space. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Best wishes always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The trio of Benga Adeleke, Emmanuel Abikoye, and Tony Aspire Kolawale have indeed transformed the entire nomenclature of the real estate sector in Nigeria and deserve all the accolades that should come with that. I have experienced their dedication to quality service delivery over the last 1 year of exploring Tribitat on the program Real Transformers. And I am super excited about the future of the real estate sector in these parts, thanks to their visionary initiatives. So, that's the show for today. We'll be back next week on Real Transformers with even more unraveling of the real estate sector. My name is Laniyi Stevens. See you then.